knows me. That's the one that I only met for like 5 minutes, and she offered to sell me that picture of her butthole, but I don't really know her well. I think she got paid off by the hate group to say mean things.
She's changed now. She's actually telling the people to be nice.
Oh, well, that's good. That's good. Yeah, because I don't even know her. I think she was...
I'll even screenshot it. Hang on, I'll try and screenshot it.
I'm not lying about anything. I didn't know her very. No, somebody in my chat said I was lying, but I mean, I met her out there a couple times with the people I hung out with out there. I talked to them yesterday, and they all made it through the summer, and they're doing good. But I didn't know her that well. She was
actually, she's changed. Actually. Yeah.
She even said, I mean, she said on her live, I pretended to know her and I said those things because I made money. And that's, so she admitted that. But that, it upset me because why would you lie about me and ruin my reputation? And I mean, she was saying that I did really wrong, bad things, and I didn't even know her. And so I was very angry.
She called me a piece of shit once, but now she's...
So, well, just be careful because she might be being nice so she can, hurt me somehow. But, she's been nice and I'll let it go. I won't say nothing, but she's been very wrong to me. She's lied about me and said things that weren't true. And she said it was for money and payouts, but still, you put my life in danger doing that shit. She said that I'd done...
I think because they found out that, can I mention her name?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
she paid a lot of people to do that and make rumors and stuff, and they are coming forward now, so they don't get in trouble. But
yeah,
I think still put me in extreme danger.
Some have realised that will correct, but yeah, but that's okay. I unblocked her, and she asked me to unblock her, and I did.
Well, that's good, and I've never, like I said, you're always allowed to do anything you want to do, but I'm not going to unblock her because she's done some really deceitful, scary things, and I barely knew her. The people that I knew that I talked to all the time out there, they're doing really well, and they've never said anything ugly about me on here, and I talked to them yesterday, and it was amazing, and those are the people that I knew out there, and she swung through one summer. I had been out there 3 summers total. I was stuck out there for over 2 summers, and then the third summer I was out there, and I was transitioning out, and I met her for a very, very short time, and I didn't know her name. I didn't know anything about her or anything.
Did you meet her in person?
Yeah, that's when she offered to sell me those pictures, and I told her no, so she just had a vendetta against me. And then when she looked up and found me online, she started working with the gang stalkers. But she said that. She said, yeah, I just said whatever I could to get a reaction out of her. But she said very illegal things. Like, she made up rumors about me and boys and like weird, shitty stuff that could have got me put in jail for money. And so I'm not gonna trust her again because what she did was very illegal and scary, and I didn't even know her. So I'm not gonna open that door back because she made up rumors that could have put me in jail. I mean, really disgusting shit.
About the... okay, I've heard some of them,
Yeah, and that's what she would even put in your chat. I've seen it, and that's not okay. So I'm not gonna trust her again. But I'll pray for her, and, if you want to be her friend, that's more than fine. But I don't want anything to do with her. Welcome in, Aunt TT. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the rose. Hey, Trey. Thank you for coming in. Everybody make sure you pick up.
Why do you get involved? Are you talking to me, Roxy? I think she's telling me not to get involved.
Yeah, it's better. And I really just want to move on from all this and really focus on my new job and us and our friendship and not even talk about anybody else really. But you asked me outright, so I'll tell you how I feel. I don't sugarcoat shit.
Yeah, no, it's a friend of mine, Roxy, that I usually battle. She's like, what do you get involved with these people for?
Yeah, I like Roxy. I like it when you battle her. I'll be in there and like, when Roxy comes on, I think she's really cool because she's like a badass. But she's sweet,
She's sweet, yeah. Yeah, she's looking out for me.
Tough. Like, she's cool. She's somebody
she's a tough lady. Yeah.
Want to hang around.
But she's been having a hard time because when I battle her, people are coming in and reporting her, and
oh no,
it's getting very difficult. So she won't go live with me anymore. until it stops. But yeah, I think that's why she's telling me off.
Okay, yeah. Well, and that's the same thing with me. Is it is nicer in here. We're not dealing with the bullying, so I don't want to talk about people or bring anything back up because I just want it to go away. I never wanted any of these rumors or anything going around in the first place. They profited off doing this, and they come in and perpetuate it so they can keep getting attention. And I just don't want that. I just want to move on, do good things with my life, find a safe place for me and my dog, and flourish. I don't want to stay stuck in any of the drama.
Yeah.
And if we don't talk about it, then it'll just go away. So that's true.
Sometimes even the views go up till about 100 and 200. I mean, they don't gift me at all, so it really
I'd much rather have four shiny quarters than 100 rusty ass pennies, though. That's the thing, is I want the people in my life that are showing love and support, and if they're going to come in just to start trouble, they can stay out. And
it defeats the purpose of me, being in drama, because I don't get. I mean, I'm not looking for the money because I don't, but I don't need it. But,
I don't care one way or another. If I get a rose or don't get a rose, I'm here to hang out with my friends, to have a good time, to. I'm really like practicing, because the more I talk with you and I learn to make better friendships, I know when I go out there in the world, I can trust myself more. And so I'm really trying, to learn, because I'm not good at it. Everybody's proved that I suck. But the more I try and the more that I do that here, I feel more adequate to do it in the real world. And I have the education, I have the experience, I can do that, but I need the socialization. I need that. And I want to focus on the good parts and not putting anybody down. I want to be the change I want to see. So.
Yeah. And I don't want to get you upset, because sometimes when you jump off, I'll rave on to them about it and get carried away. And I don't want to fight with you. I don't want to fight with you. I don't want to fight with anyone, to be honest.
Yeah, I just don't want to be talked about when I'm not there to defend myself, especially when they bring up my kids and things like that.
But Hippeeharlee, I actually do support you when I'm telling you.
Right, but if you don't when they say mean things, it still opens cans of worms. And if we just say, just like we decided to do just now, we said we're not going to talk about her, period. Whether it's true or not, whether we're defending or not, let's just decide as kind people that want to make a change that we aren't going to discuss hell. We're not going to discuss others. And I feel like if that's done about me, if we just say, you know what, we're just going to let it go. And I don't need anybody to defend me or my honor at this point, because I know who I am and I'm showing who I am, and I'm making all the right steps. So I don't care what they say anymore. It's been a year of it, and I appreciate you stepping up. But at this point, they just want that energy back. They want to get back in.
It's changing, though, because what happened with Slot a couple of weeks ago.
It is, but it still needs to not be the focus on one specific person. If we can all just choose kindness and not dogging each other.
That's true, but they realise now that you're telling the truth.
Some of them, but they still will try to create doubt and controversy, and they use others to do that. They shouldn't be talking about my children. They don't need to do that at all. And that's what they were doing in your boxes. And that's my boundary. That's not going to happen. I hear somebody talking about my babies in anybody's box, I'm going to get angry, because they do not need to have my children's names in their mouth, period.
Absolutely. And there's a lady
that's my boundary, and that's not something I'm going to bend on for any friendship. Those are my babies. They don't need to be talked about on the internet. They never should have been, period.
There's a lady called Samantha, and she is going through the same thing, and she has she's on the spectrum too, and I feel so sorry for the woman. I really, really do. But she's a lovely woman. She comes in here and we chat, and I go into her room a lot and chat to her. But and I understand, and sometimes they do, because anyway, I won't go into it. But that's okay.
Sorry. But that's the thing. I'm really glad that you're there and you're there to like be there and care for people. But you just on this app, there's a fine line between like being there, being a friend when you're on live with somebody, and like letting people drag you into things that hurt them. Because that is the week that I quit. I took the week off because I couldn't mentally handle it. Because then everything that's being talked about in your live, they're coming back to me and throwing in my face or saying, well, she said this, she said that. And I just don't want, I can't mentally handle that anymore with everything that I'm dealing with. I just want it to stop so I can live my life.
But they say the same thing to me. They come to my in my inbox and say things about what you said, and you know.
Right, and that's why I'm saying if we just don't discuss it with them, they really have nothing to talk about, you know? Like,
yeah, that's true.
If we just say, and I'm not, like, again, somebody said don't tell him what he can talk about. I'm not telling you what you can talk about. I'm setting a boundary that no one on this app will talk about my kids. And I don't care who they are. I will say that again, okay? And he's not the one that was talking about him. I'm saying if I hear anyone anywhere, I will go defend myself. And tell them to shut the F up, because my kids are not their effing business. But it wasn't Bob I was talking to. I was talking to the lady popping her fucking mouth off about my children, and she won't do that, or I will go find out what's going on with her, and she don't want that back, because I'm a mama bear and I made mistakes and I'll fix it, but nobody else is going to talk about my family or me or what's going on. I've been alienated. I've been abused. I've had things go on, and I'm fighting my way back. If you don't know it or you don't understand it, keep your fucking mouth shut. And that's it. And that's the last that will be discussed. And I will stand on that 10 toes down. If you got a problem with that, I don't care. And we'll move on. So that's what I think about you saying that in my chat.
Yeah, totally agree. Totally
and that's
agree.
it. That's my boundary. And that's, if anybody doesn't like that, they don't have to be my friend. But if you can't understand that my 18 and my underage child do not need to be discussed, and that my mistakes will be fixed by me and me alone and God, and it's not all of TikTok's business to decide what I need to do or not do, or what I did or did not do based on fucking rumors, then you don't need to be, those people don't need to be my friend anyway. And I don't give anybody permission to discuss it.
Yeah. And it gets difficult because, you know, even myself, you know, where it gets hard, where I'm getting put on gay websites.
Yeah.
Looking for, you know,
people trying to control what you do. Yeah. And degrade you and make you feel like if you don't join the crowd or do or say what they want, that they're going to demean and degrade and hurt you and exploit you. And that's why we're standing together and saying, like, we can't have that. We need to put our foot down with it. But sometimes the more you let that door open, you let them in, you let them pop off and stuff, it gets worse. Because then if you don't agree or you don't do what they say, that's when they do the mean things, you know. So sometimes if you just let it go in the first place, it'll keep it from escalating, you know.
True. I can't get into another battle. It says, can you?
Let's see.